Pacific Ring of Fire. The path along Pacific Ocean characterized by active volcanoes and frequent earthquakes due to movements of tectonic plates. A home for 75% of world volcanoes and 90% of its earthquakes. Count the country where I am now, the Philippines. It has 53 active volcanoes and one of them flared up in space. The Al volcano is one of the most famous destinations of tourists in the Philippines, considered as one of the most beautiful scenery facing the caldera of the Al. My family and I experienced this breathtaking scenery just a month before the volcano show its annual. Tagaytay is where tourists want to stay because of its cold wind, scenic view, and accessible location for everyone to relax. January 12, 2020, Taal volcano emitted a thick cloud of ash after 43 years of respite. The sky was covered with thick black clouds with frequent lightning, and wet ashfalls rained the cities of Metro Manila. Airports were shut down. Families are evacuated from 10 to 14 kilometer danger zone. Now, this is the look of Taal after eruption. A deserted island, dull, lifeless, dismal, ground zero. Blanket in deep layer of fine volcanic ash, 16,000 families lost their home. Humans, animals, and plants. Casualties are on the rise. Some locals still risk their lives by coming back for their pets and livestock they left. Horses, dogs, birds were caked in ash and some of them did not survive. What is the realization of the volcano eruption? And what is this impact of this disaster to Filipinos?
Okay, so, hello, good morning. I'm Teacher MK and thank you for your question. So, one thing I realized about the eruption of Taal volcano is that it really has affected a lot of people. Me, personally, as a person living here in the city, I really didn't care about much about it. I mean, actually, it's bad thing. I did something wrong. Okay, I was actually happy about it because of the ashfall. There was no work, so I could stay, do other things at home. But then, when my cousin asked me to go with him, and then I asked where to, he said that we would be going to Laguna, which is actually just near Taal. And then I came to realize that we actually have family or relatives there, so we have to evacuate them, and it really affected them. Their children cannot go to school, their parents cannot go to work, and me being a nephew, it makes me feel sad because it's the first time wherein my uncle actually asked for, like, if I have extra money, if their children can stay with us because we're in the same age group. So maybe one of the things that I really realize is that unless you experience something, okay, the way you think about it might be different. Now that I know how it was, how it affected others, I was able to empathize and realize how lucky we are that we are safe, we're not that much affected, unlike those who are living close to that place. So yeah.
Even people are worried of the air they breathe. South Korea donated $200,000 to Philippines Red Cross for the Taal volcano. Hello, Jason.
Hello.
How do you feel about the volcanic eruption?
Since it is my first time experiencing the volcanic eruption, I was surprised about it, and because I have to go to academy, I think I was a little bit bummed. But on the other hand, I was worried the people that is in Tagaytay So I was worried about them. And yeah, that's it.
Thank you. What do you think about the volcano?
Taal volcano is one of the tourist spots in the Philippines. But right now, what I think about the volcano is it's dangerous. All the people in the area, tourists, and of course the people who live around the area. And Taal volcano is, I think, been quiet for a long time, so probably we will have an eruption soon. I don't know how big it is, but I think so.
Thank you. What is the realization of Tao volcano eruption? And what is the impact of this disaster to Filipinos?
Alright, so if you're going to see the Taal volcano eruption, it's like everybody was actually surprised. We were astonished to what has happened because it's so sudden, right? But this particular situation has given us also a positive view about the Filipinos' characteristics, the Filipinos' way of helping each other because of the Taal eruption. Remember, it's a disaster. It's nature's course, and we cannot help but just pray for them. So what the Filipino has done is really very impressive because you could see the Filipinos helping each other, Filipinos who are praying for each other, and you could see in the social media how the Filipinos react about this situation. The Filipino itself, the Filipino of Taal itself, you could see the impact of this particular tragedy. But you can see the smile on their faces after, and you could still see that we're going to move on. Okay, so for me, I think it's going to be a long thing or a long-term realization for each and every one of us. But I know that we can finish it. We can move on to this one, and that's how Filipino is. Yeah.
Nature has its strength that is immeasurable. But despite all this, the only thing we could do is help each other, humans, in times of struggle. I'm Mike for Cat's Documentaries.